We've got the pot of gold Mandanimals, ladies and gentlemen. There's an increasing number of yellow and gold animals appearing on the timeline. Are we on a path to a golden timeline? What is this?
Wow. It looks like a robot something. It doesn't look alive, does it? Isn't that cool?
These are alive. Yeah, these are tiny, but they're amazing. To see a video is incredible.
You ever heard of a gold bug, ladies and gentlemen? A golden, metallic looking, and sometimes called gold bugs. They are native to the Americas, so we should be having them fly around outside our windows, right? They're native to the Americas. We should be stepping on these things all the time. We should see golden bugs, right? Favorite foods are morning glory and sweet potato, which means they should be in the South also. And I have never in my life seen a golden tortoise beetle before. Spotted on South Georgia Island between Argentina.
I did see that one. Yeah.
And Antarctica was the only golden colored penguin in a colony of 120,000 penguins. Scientific reasons appear to be it lacks some pigments and is leucistic and not albino once again.
Leucistic is like Lucifer, the morning star, which means light bearer, light bringer. So that's an interesting word that they're throwing in there.
And it does. It stands out from the crowd, kind of like our community does. Our community stands out. We definitely are making a claim that nobody else is making. We're claiming your entire reality is different.
That's a brave thing to do, to stand out. It's not an easy thing to do.
Starting to sound like our mascot we're looking at right there.
The Cardinal, ladies and gentlemen. I thought Cardinals were red.
Yeah. I think the females are a little bit brown and the males are just bright red.
So I played on a baseball team in high school, middle school. It was the Cardinals, and we wore red. We definitely did not wear gold. You're looking at a rare golden northern cardinal with a 1 in a million genetic mutation. And
wow,
the rarity here of these golden animals is a lot more so than the white animals we were looking at earlier. Spotted in Alabama, so this is spotted in the U.S. once again.
And again, it's not an albino at all. It's got the gold color, so it's quite remarkable.
We get another beautiful bird here, a multicolored golden bird.
The golden pheasants.
Wow.
That is beautiful. This one makes it look like we are seeing new colors too. It seems like it's got a depth of color that's quite rich, quite amazing.
And look at that tail. Gosh, that pattern.
What if the changes in frequency and the Schumann resonance and the magnetic shield kind of wobbling is hitting the rays on the animals, which is changing their colors to our eyes? What if it's all related?
As we know, the Mandela effect has been more than once connected to the Schumann resonance in a very solid way, scientifically speaking. So I would definitely see that being a possibility. This is the lemon dove, native to the forest of Fiji, and the female usually lays a single white egg, a lemon dove. This is gorgeous.
It looks kind of like a lemon shape too. It's a little body.
Like a lemon drop or a lemon head candy. I totally see that.
I see it. Oh.
But golden possum. Chris, what is this?
I don't even know. It's actually it's a rare golden variety of something very common, the common Brushtail Possum. The golden color occurs by a mutation causing a low level of melanin. And when you see it, right, it reminds you of Pikachu, right?
Yeah, it's Pikachu.
You just have to dip his ears in some black ink.
Yeah.
Whoa, you can Mandela affect Pikachu to lose the black tipped ears too, right?
Yeah, that would be nicer, more humane to the animal.
That's what I love about this one, because you've got that picture of Pikachu, and a lot of us remember he had a black tail, but now he doesn't. And wouldn't that be a trip if Pikachu changes and loses the black ear tips to match this golden possum?
That would be cool.
What if it does get Mandela affected and the people watching this in the future are like, what are they talking about? The ears don't have black tips on them.
Or they'll say, The ears always on this possum had black tips. I don't know what you guys are talking about, and we'll watch the video back, and then the possum will have the black tips too. You know, it's like
Right.
that's how the Mandela effect works. It just turns you into a liar all the time.
What's wrong? You can't see the black tips on the ears right there? The golden horses of Turkmenistan. So some people don't remember the country of Turkmenistan, first off. If I hadn't have known or found out about this in the early 2000s, I wouldn't have either. The only way I found out about this country was a friend of a friend went to teach there. And when I asked her, I said, well, where are you going to teach it? She said, Turkmenistan. I'm sorry, what? That's not a country. And she had to show me on the map that it really was.
First of all, I think I'm not that unusual when I was a young girl, I collected horses, and I think a lot of us did that. So, and my family had an Encyclopedia Britannica. I love to study about horses. I never saw a golden horse, and that would have been amazing because it would have been a real collector's item, as a toy when you're collecting all these little horses to play with. It has that metallic color. I mean, if I didn't know better, this one looks like someone spray painted a horse in the color gold. It just looks that incredible. It's unbelievable.
These cultures that build golden statues to animals, things like that. You would think at least one time they would have mentioned like the golden horse of Turkmenistan, something
Absolutely.
in reference to it.
I feel like maybe the country, the horses, and everything just popped on the scene, right?
These golden snub-nosed monkeys were actually real. They're a new golden animal on the timeline. They live in the mountain forests of China. And in China, they're known as the golden hair monkey. Just really fascinating. They can withstand the coldest temperature of any primate, and they are considered endangered. So am I the only one that this is new for?
No, it's new for me too. Yeah, me too. It's definitely new. And we were talking about golden animals, so you'd think we would have seen this one.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so it seems like it's new even for us in this year.
And Carla, how did you find out about this?
Actually, it was a friend. He sent me this video and he was freaking out saying, because he's into Mandela Effect also, he made videos here in Brazil about it. And then he said, I've never seen this. Did you? To me, it's a huge Mandela Effect. And I said, no, I've never seen this also, this monkey. And then I sent to Chris because, and also because he's a golden animal. And it was so perfect for this time now. And I've never seen it. Trust me, never. It's the first time.
Wow. So next up is our golden drop frog. And again, another golden animal. And this is from Brazil, is that right?
Yes.
It's just another indicator we're on this golden timeline that we've spoken of. It's so for people that live in Brazil, for you, Carla, is this one that you've seen before?
No, I've never seen this. I don't live close to the jungle, but I've never seen. And for Brazil, even it's new. It's a new species. And they have similar ones, but that golden one and so tiny is the first time for Brazilians also. They just found out, and I've never seen it also.
It's funny too, it says that they have a type of poison. I'm thinking, somebody has tried to lick one of these frogs at some point for a psychedelic experience. I should probably look into that, but yeah, they have some type of a poison, and they have a very unique singing tone. So when you hear them in the forest, you can set them apart from other types of frogs and toads. The sounds that animals make a kind of light language. So what actually are they putting out into the area that's around them? So it'd be interesting to read into that and figure out what's going on with that as well.
3, the African golden cat. So this lives in the rainforest of West and Central Africa and mostly in the Congo. I've not visited the Congo, so I wouldn't have seen it, I guess. About twice the size of a domestic cat and mostly eats rodents, which is what I guess cats feast on. But we have this golden color again. The same beautiful golden color we've been seeing across last months now.
It's really indicating that there could be some collective consciousness movement. So despite the level of chaos and uncertainty that there seemed to be in the world at any given point, especially recently, nevertheless, that collectively. It's kind of like a wink or a nod or a smile from this collective consciousness saying, you're doing great.
Yeah, I was looking closer at that. If we could put that cat image back up, if you look real close at the pattern, it almost looks like you can almost see a leopard pattern in like the two-tone gold. You see
A jaguarish pattern.
Yeah,
like the
yeah,
color
exactly.
spots, the darker color spots, I mean, on the lighter colored fur. I see.
Yeah.
Hey.
So it's still got a pattern to it, which looks really neat. It almost looks like it almost looks like digital art. It looks so crisp, you know.
Yeah, and they are known to live actually among leopards. So these African golden cats and leopards live in that same area in the Congo.
So yeah, I love the symbology of the golden era that we're coming into, and I think, you know, the Mandela Effect's a huge byproduct of that, really, you know, rather than the cause of it. I think, you know, we're seeing this evolution of human consciousness, really. You know, it's exciting.
The golden bear of Peru.
Also, it's totally new to me because I attended UC Berkeley, and we're the Cal Bears. That's the mascot, and it's the golden bear, you know, and it's I live in California, the Golden State. This would have been something I would have heard of, I would think, but I haven't before. This is brand new to me, and it's from Peru. So it's there are lots of mysteries here in terms of how did there get to be just this one golden bear? I'm not even sure we have a scientific explanation yet to account for it, but it just seems like it's brand new on the scene.
Yeah, it's brand new to me too. I've never known of any bears to be gold. Actually, this says it's the speckled bear with golden fur is a first. So yeah, that's amazing.
And we have been looking for golden animals. For anybody who's just joining Open Tables and they're new to us, and they haven't heard about this idea of a golden timeline, golden animals, rainbow animals, that whole thing. Well, here we go. It's a beautiful golden animal too.
The research team that discovered it was looking for speckled bears, which have a completely different coloration. So I believe that this golden bear is considered a speckled bear, but it has that gold color to it.
And what I find intriguing is there's only one individual. I've been talking about this to some friends of mine here lately. There's nothing in this universe that is just one of. We don't see that very often at all. There's more than one human, more than one star, more than one everything. So to see a unique individual animal like this is really intriguing. And I would almost bet money if this is already come into the timeline that it's probably going to have a couple more of its buddies join it here pretty soon.